after leaving Juan's room, the bellboy went and knocked on Matt's door, just like that. Hey guys, I'm Sync.
And I'm Echo.
And we are back playing Phoenix Wright, Justice for All. This episode, we are getting more testimony from Powers. He gave something to the person inside the room. Then, the old guy just left without going into the room. After that, I went to the bathroom and then back to my seat.
A surprise face.
So the bellboy, after leaving the crime scene, next went to the defendant's room? Yeah, I kind of saw all that by accident.
Some accident? I say you saw too much. And all of it was suspicious to high heaven.
I think it's safe to say that we can no longer consider this bellboy to be normal. Now, let's get started, shall we? Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Yes, Your Honor.
The second meeting.
Just like that. Something.
Bathroom, came back to my seat. So this is taking right before the stage, the news, the press conference.
Uh-huh. I said, hold it!
Hold it! I said, hold it! Oh, okay.
That's better. What kind of statement is that? Please elaborate and give us a few more details.
Oh, okay.
I should probably ask him only one question at a time. Ask about this something. I'm curious about this something. Because he went to Matt on guard's room, so inclusions are either Matt on guard or Adrian Andrews, but I want to know about this something.
You want to do both?
He gave something to this person.
Yeah.
And what was this something?
If I remembered what it was, I wouldn't be calling it something, would I? But this implies something was removed from the scene of the crime. Are you sure you really can't remember, Mr. Powers? I think it was something kind of small.
Was it the suicide note?
This is an incredibly crucial piece of information. Please, try to remember what it was. I'll try. In the meantime, let's talk of another point, namely what the bellboy did next. Oh, after he gave the person inside the room that thing. Let's hear about the other thing then. I said hold it! That's better. Person inside.
So who took this something the bellboy handed off?
Actually, I don't know.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry, I only saw the person's arm. Only an arm?
Then you're saying you didn't see the person's face?
Yeah. I would like to summarize the testimony up to this point, if you don't mind. When the bellboy left the crime scene, he immediately went to the defendant's room. There, he handed a small item of some sort to the person inside. As far as the person who received the item, all you could see was the person's arm. Yes, that's exactly like I saw that. Mr. Edgeworth, is all this really important?
Yes!
Of course, Your Honor. I think it's of the utmost importance.
I'm pretty sure the judge just favors the prosecution or something, because if we did this, the judge would be like, Mr. Wright, get on with it.
This is when whatever was removed from the crime scene was handed over to the client. Mr. Powers, please try to remember what the bellboy handed off. Let's see. I think it was no. If you remember, please add it to your testimony. Yes, sir. Now go back and ask about what he handed.
If I saw it again, I'd say it was some sort of wooden statue.
No, there we go. That's that.
A statue?
Yeah, it kind of looked like one, I guess. I saw the actual thing again, if I'd probably remember, you know? Oh.
Looks like for this trial to proceed, I'm going to have to come up with whatever this statue thing is and show it to him. You're going to have to trust your instinct on this one and take a chance, Phoenix.
Well, Powers, let's continue with your testimony. What did the bellboy do after that?
It's the stuffed bear.
It is the stuffed bear. It's a small, huge stuffed bear. What was the point of that pregnant pause?
Dramatic effect.
Where did that objection come from? Well, speak up.
It was me, Your Honor. What is it, Phoenix? Mia is like, I don't have time for your shit.
Come on.
I have a feeling that something bad is going to happen once I show this.
Mr. Wright, if you have something to say, please spit it out.
See, it's already us.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, John. Okay, Phoenix. Deep breath.
Deep breath.
Mr. Powers, the something you saw, was it this item?
Oh, hey. Yeah, that's it. That's the something.
Ooh, what's this? This is new. Oh.
Ooh, wow. Mr. Wright, you really figured it out. I recall we found this at Matt Unguard's mansion. At the defendant's house? What does this mean? It's simple, Your Honor. Shelley the killer assassinated Juan Corda in his room, and then stole this wooden bear from the scene of the crime. Then the bear being found in at Mr. Unguard's mansion would mean... It goes without saying, Your Honor. Matt Unguard is the killer's client. Order! I said order! Mr. Wright, this is a most unfortunate turn of events for you.
Yeah. Sorry, Mia. No, it's alright. Your judgments were sound. Actually, I figured the bear would come up. If not now, then it would have later on. Even if you hadn't showed it to court, I'm sure your friend Edward would have. I almost forgot that he knew about it too.
I think it's clear that there is no need for us to continue this trial.
I can't let this happen. I have to do something. There has to be something we've overlooked. Your Honor, admit it, please.
Yes, Mr. Wright?
There's still a few points left that we have not fully explored.
What are you trying to pull? Oh, well, we can't have that. Alright, Mr. Wright, what questionable points would you like to explore further?
The person who received the bear itself, the testimony.
The bear itself would be cool. Person who received the bear, it seems like the, well, we can do that. We could try the person who received the bear.
You're making me worry. But, because, as we know, Matt Unguard was arrested at the hotel. He didn't have time to go back to the mansion, but the bear was at the mansion. So, if he didn't go back to his mansion, who put the bear there? And Will didn't see the person who received the bear. So it could be that it wasn't Matt. Of course, we all know it was Matt. We all know, but to further our case, to prolong it, we need to talk about the person who received the bear.
Sure.
That's what I'm thinking. There was one thing in Mr. Powers' testimony that was very unclear, and that is the identity of the person who received the bear.
He gave something to the person inside the room. I'm sorry, but I only saw the person's arm.
As long as we don't know who it was who took the bear, we can't be sure of.
Ah! What is it, Mr. Powers? You're gonna scream like that, then at least give us a good reason why. Oh, yeah, sorry. Actually, so I remembered. I remembered who took the bear.
What?
Really? I mean, I only saw his arm. But, the arm. It was the Nickel Samurai's arm, I swear it.
Ah, son of a... You've got to be kidding!
Are you saying that? Are you sure of that, Mr. Powers? Yeah, I'm sure of it. It was the Nickel Samurai.
Well, I think I just screwed up.
Order! Order! It looks like you've dug your own grave, yet again.
How many times is that today? I've lost count.
So the person who took this little bear was the Nickel Samurai. And, as we all know, Matt on guard is the Nickel Samurai. Thanks to the defense, we've made all that clearer.
What am I supposed to do now? Mia, help! You don't have time to act lost. You've got to find another angle to attack this from. Hurry!
Now, I will bring this cross-examination to a...
Hold it! Your Honor!
Again, Mr. Wright? We've already removed any questionable areas in this testimony. It's about time that you were removed from this court, Mr. Wright.
I had to find something. Even more little point would do. There are still questions left unanswered.
What are you trying to pull? Oh, we can't have that. Right. What questionable part would you like to explore further?
Okay, I see.
Yep.
His testimony seems sound.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try the bear. Wooden bear-shaped figurine is covered in many thin cuts. This thing was small. It's the size of a cat door.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. I think it's very obvious that the bear itself is very questionable.
The bear, Mr. Wright?
This was found at Mr. Ungar's mansion. However, Mr. Ungar was arrested at a hotel that night, which means that since the murder occurred, he has not had a chance to go home.
Oh.
I think Your Honor has already figured out what I'm trying to say. It is not possible that it was Mr. Ungar who took this bear to his mansion.
Well, why, that's very true. We didn't even consider that point, Mr. Wright. There was no way, time-wise, for the defendant to have taken this bear home.
Phew! Disaster averted, it looks...
You haven't gotten the best of me yet, right?
Huh?
I remember it clear as day. I remember what you muttered to yourself on Guard's mansion. We have this area completely surrounded. There is no way for him to escape.
I can't believe it. That butler, all this time, he was the killer.
The killer and Guard were working together, so to speak. And the killer was hiding at the Unguard mansion as his butler. Well, what a bold move! The bear figurine was brought back to Unguard mansion by the killer himself. When it looked like he was about to be arrested, Unguard had him do so. I assume because it would have been bad to have the police found it during their investigation. Well, Mr. Wright, you have been quiet for a while now.
This is too much. Isn't there anything I can attack at all?
I think we've heard enough. We now know why the bear figurine was at the defendant's mansion, as well as who it was that received the bear from the assassin in his room. Everything has become very clear. The client who hired the assassin to commit murder was Matt Unguard. I see no reason for this trial to continue. Therefore, I will now hand down my verdict. Thank you, Your Honor, for your understanding. You see, Mr. Wright, you could not win against the truth, could you?
I knew it would turn out this way. After all, what Edward has stated is the truth.
Any last objections, Mr. Wright?
Well, do I? What should I do? Raise an objection and just prolong this whole thing? Because Maya's still not safe.
Yeah. I will now announce my...
Objection! There is only one way for me to drag this trial out. The only thing I have left is this dirty trick. Your Honor, right now, we have 2 reasons to believe my client is a client of the assassin. The reason number 1, he accepted the bear figurine for the assassin. Reason number 2, that very same figurine was found at Angard's mansion. However, I think it's possible it is all the work of a certain other person.
What are you saying?
What I'm saying is, it's possible a different person is the killer's real client.
The real client?
Yes.
Is this all you have? Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your theory. Who do you say is the real client of the killer, and therefore the real murderer?
This is who he wants us to say. Because she took the Steel Samurai outfit and escaped the room, therefore she had a costume. She knows where the mansion is because she's his manager. And I just don't feel right about this.
Yeah.
This whole thing is all shit. But you know what?
You have to do a lot of, like, not cool things to prolong this.
Yep. So let's just go back to our original theory because, you know, why the heck not? By ours, I mean Phoenix because it was not mine.
Yep. Adrian Andrews?
Yes, we already know that she tried to frame Matt on guard for the crime. By wearing a spare nickel samurai costume.
Ah! Then the Nat Nickel Samurai arm I saw.
That could have very well been Miss Andrews.
But what about Mr. On Guard?
If you please recall yesterday's testimony, the defendant was taking a nap during the break period.
That's right. Then, finding this figure at Mr. On Guard's mansion.
It was a well-laid trap set by Miss Andrews.
Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion on this? I can't even begin to count the flaws in the defense's logic. Besides which, there is no evidence to support it. However, I can't fully discount its possibility either.
What is with this trial? Come on, anyone can tell On Guard did it. Oh my god. I can't believe the defendants would go so far as to pin guilt on someone else. Yeah, unbelievable. It's not something petty, it's murder of all things. This is to save Maya. This is to save Maya. Even if the whole world turns against me, this is one fight I can't give up on.
Order! 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 All disruptive parties will be forced to leave the courtroom. ...
It's right, Mia.
Yeah. Your Honor, for the benefit of the defense, I am willing to play along with his what-if game. His what-if game, Mr. Edgeworth? The prosecution is prepared to challenge the defense's theory. Mr. Wright, even you must have thought it strange and wondered. Why would the criminal want this little wooden bear?
He's right. The killer did specially bring that bear to On Guard right away. Why do you ask? Is there something special about it?
Absolutely. And I'm sure once the court knows its significance, that the true killer's identity will become crystal clear. Your Honor, the prosecution calls upon a witness who will clear all doubts against Miss Andrews. And who would that be? It's quite simple, Your Honor. Miss Adrian Andrews herself.
And we're back to her.
I see. Well then, the court will take a short 10-minute recess. The prosecution will prepare its witness in that time. Yes, Your Honor.
Oh boy.
Alright guys, calling it a little early, but we are going to stop it here. This is a good halfway point for the trial, the first part of trial 1. So, we will see you guys then.
Bye.